Imagine skiing at 26 miles per hour, water skiing that is, behind the boat and falling over a bump. Probably isn't going to hurt that much, unless you're old. Now imagine doing this when you're 30 feet in the air with 25 people below you and all their skis and ropes and falling. Probably is going to hurt a little bit more. From experience, it really does. So, the world of water sports is a lot more to offer than jet skiing, wakeboarding, and surfing. Show ski teams have been around for 50 years. The third oldest ski team is actually in Sarasota. It's been around for 55 years, and it's the only team that performs on saltwater in the whole country. First water skiers ever took the water 60 years ago in Michigan and in Winter Haven, Florida, which is now the home to show skiing. And the first skier was Ralph Samuelson in Michigan, who strapped two 2x4s to his feet, took a rope from his barn, and had his brother pull him behind a 25 horsepower boat in the lake. 2 months later, Dick Pope did the same thing in Winter Haven on Lake Eloise. He opened Cypress Gardens 6 years later, which was known for its Southern Bells, the gardens, and the ski shows, which had the Aquamaids. Dick took credit for everything that the park went through. All 50 records broken there, the fact that it's the ski capital of the world, the first show that happened in 1941. None of the ideas were his. They were all his wife, Jane's. He just took credit for everything because he's a man. She ran everything while he was away at war, and she still ran everything when he was home, and again, he just took credit for it. The sport has progressed way farther than what you see here and what the skiers used to do. Now, it's a phenomenon all over the world. There's an organization out of Winter Haven that takes skiers all over the world, showing different countries, mainly third world countries. Many of my friends do this. I haven't had the opportunity yet because I'm on a college student budget and you have to pay for it. They pay you $500 to go, and just shipping your skis alone costs $600. So it doesn't quite cover it. Many of them enjoy the places they go to, although everybody I've ever talked to said they will never go back to Egypt. They skied on the Nile River. Crocodiles would come right up to the boat, and the water was black. And they said one of their cars got stolen with a boat on it in the middle of the show. They had an extra boat in the car just scared. So I guess third world countries aren't exactly your best place to go visit. This year, the United States is hosting the first ever international tournament with countries from China, Italy, and Turkey coming, which I can't wait to see because can you imagine Chinese people on water skis? The stuff they could do, that would just be amazing. But as cool as everything is, a lot of people get hurt, and it's very dangerous. Last year, at the national competition, Dr. Simon Roberts came on before we ever started, and he gave us this long speech about, he's a sports medicine doctor, about the injuries, and he told us that if you start this sport at a young age, your spine will never fully mature, you'll have back problems for the rest of your life, and you will never grow to be your accurate size, I guess you could say, which is why I guess I'm 5 foot and I'll never grow anymore, and I go to a chiropractor 4 times a week. But he kind of caught everybody's attention because everybody out there had been there for years. And more so because everybody there has known somebody who has died doing the sport. My 14 years of skiing, I've known 4 people personally who have died, 3 who have become paralyzed, and 2 who have had life-altering implications from it. The top is Ryan Bergeron. He's born and raised here in Bradenton. He took a trip to Brazil with the Stars of Florida team. He was barefooted into a brick wall and became paralyzed upon impact. He's now one of the best jet skiers in the world, which is what you see down here. Mike Atherton was on a boat explosion where he lost his arm while they were out skiing. He went back on the boat to pull his daughter off. He saved his daughter. She had nothing wrong with her, but while he was on the boat, a second explosion took both of his legs. Have you ever seen the movie Winner, where the guy makes the tail for the Winner the dolphin? Mm-hmm. That doctor made him artificial legs and an arm, especially for skiing. So now he skis normally like everybody else. He stands, he centers our pyramids. He's from the Tampa team, but everybody knows him because not many people can do what he does. We've also known people who have died during the sport. There's a 7-year-old boy, Adam. We used to visit him. He came down for spring break. We'd go see him over the summer. And he fell while he was skiing. And the observer didn't tell the boat driver boat driver turned around, he was at the end of the lake, and came back through and ran over the boy. And the boat driver was his father. So it was pretty bad. But with all that said, since 1922, I think you can't really read it. It's more for me. The black and white pictures are the old pictures, I guess that's self-explanatory. But pyramids used to be 2 people high. They now go 4 or 5 levels high worth of people. So when you fall, you usually don't come out of that without an injury. My sister used to be at the top of the pyramid, and quite often when we'd fall, I would push her forward so I could go back. And my parents started getting mad at me because she went through like 4 concussions in a year. She's not the smartest as it is, so. Really isn't. Double skiing, right here, they used to have, the guys would just hold a rope and the girls would sit on their shoulders. Now the rope's attached to their stomach, so safety there comes in another play. When they fall, they're being dragged through the water because they can't let go of the rope. So there's a pinner in the boat where your rope's attached to, and they're supposed to let go of, or pull the pin so the person gets released into the water. That doesn't happen as often as you'd like either, which causes a lot of fun getting dragged through the water. The same with down here where the girls have the ropes in between their legs. They used to just hold them on their hands, or the old way of getting released from the boat was somebody would hold your rope in the boat, wrapped around a pole, and if you fell, they'd let go. Nobody got hurt in those days. Now we have these little pins and more people get hurt. So skiing has definitely progressed since 1922, for the better and the worse. Equipment now costs about $6,000 for a set of skis, and our boat is $40,000, and it has 2 motors, so it sucks up way more than that in gas. And even though we've lost a lot of people, it makes it worthwhile with everybody you meet along the way. Thank you.